Superheroes are born from diversity, with unique genetic traits that make them stand out from the crowd. Well, whether you've seen them or not, there are real-life superheroes living among us. And surprisingly, some physical features are so rare and weird, they exist in only a handful of people around the world. From medical anomalies to rare abilities, and all the fascinating, unbelievable things in between, here are the top 15 unique people that are one in a million. Number 15. Autumn. Autumn is 6, stands just over 2 feet tall, and has broken more bones than most people can count. We're talking about more than 70, actually. She was born with osteogenesis imperfecta type 8, which makes her bones extremely fragile. Something as simple as a high five or a bump on the playground can send her to the hospital. She wants to play. She wants to join in. But most days, she wheels herself along the ramp during recess, alone. Kids say she's too small. Some think she's a baby, and that hurts. She gets loud when she sings. She bakes cookies with her dad and laughs at silly jokes. She adores ponies, Christmas lights, and kitchen playsets. She notices when people smile and when they don't. What she wants most is simple: kindness. Someone to say hi and mean it. Someone to ask, "Wanna play?" She's not asking for the world, just a seat at the table. One friend, one moment of inclusion, that's all it takes. Number 14. Helly and Jean. Well, Helly calls herself a real-life vampire. Jean calls her his girlfriend. But this relationship has turned more than a few heads. Helly doesn't just cosplay. She lives as a vampire, avoiding sunlight, claiming energy drain when exposed, and needing to feed from others, including Jean. She's serious. She has fangs. And she's been harassed just for existing. In fact, stupid strangers ask if her teeth are appropriate. Jean says that when they got together, friends walked away. Some called her demonic. Others asked if he was okay. But Jean never backed down. He says Helly may be different, but she's honest. And that's all he's ever wanted. Now, Helly rarely leaves the house. The town they live in doesn't feel safe anymore. But Jean's still here, standing next to her. Even if people ask questions, even if the stares don't stop. They're not a joke or a phase. They're just two unique people who found each other and chose to stay. Number 13. Sierra. Well, it's a simple thing. You're either born male or female, unless you're not. Sierra grew up as a girl. Everything looked normal until 16 hit, and her period never came. Doctors ran tests. She had a uterus, but tiny. Ovaries? Not developing. Turns out Sierra was intersex with XY chromosomes, technically male, but born with female features. She's infertile. She's known that since her teens. At first, it felt like a secret too strange to share. "I thought it was taboo," she said. "Something to hide." Now 27, she's comfortable in her skin and open about who she is, both male and female by biology. But dating? That's trickier. People ask invasive questions. She knows disclosure is inevitable. Should she hide her real identity from other people? Or should she share it with the world? Well, either way, it's a test. Not of compatibility, but of empathy. Because Sierra's identity isn't shameful. It's just human. And she deserves someone who sees her entirely. Number 12. Lucy and Zoe. Lucy and Zoe were both born with the same super-ultra-rare genetic condition, and it's called fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva. It turns muscles into bone, slowly and painfully. There's no cure, no way to stop it, and it's so rare that only a few hundred people in the world have it, let alone twins. They grew up like most sisters, playing, laughing, always side by side. But as they got older, things changed. Zoe now needs a wheelchair or a walker. Movement is harder. But connection? That's never wavered. They know exactly what the other is feeling. They live with this condition every day, but it doesn't define everything about them. They go on adventures. They share their story online. They don't pretend it's easy, but they refuse to let fear take the wheel. They take joy seriously. And when the future is uncertain, sometimes the only thing you can do is hold on to what's good. For Lucy and Zoe, that's each other. And that's everything. Number 11, Anna. Anna is 6, loves unicorns, lives for rainbow-colored toys, and plays Minecraft with her brother like it's her job. She also happens to have harlequin ichthyosis, which is a rare condition that causes her skin to grow nearly 10 times faster than average. Daily baths, thick ointments, and constant moisturizing are part of her routine. But what's starting to bother her more than anything is how people stare. She notices now, and she doesn't like it. All Anna really wants is what every kid wants: someone to talk to, someone to laugh with, someone who just says, "Hi." Well, not a stare or a whisper. Simply, just a hello. Her parents remember doctors giving her slim odds when she was born. But she's here, and she's thriving. She plays, she jokes, she builds forts and fights off imaginary zombies. The stares don't define her, neither does her skin. She's just Anna, full of curiosity, bursting with life and looking for one thing: a real connection. Number 10, Peep. P is 14 now, with a condition so rare it's only ever been seen in her. It's a form of primordial dwarfism tied to the CENPJ gene. She was born tiny, small enough to fit in the palm of a hand, and has always lived in a world that moves a little faster than she does. She still plays like a kid. She makes silly faces, laughs out loud, says "Anana" when she's happy, and pretends she's flying through the sky looking for cows with wings. But kids her age don't always get it anymore. They've grown out of pretend. She hasn't. So they walk away. And that leaves her alone, knowing, not guessing, that something has shifted. Her parents waited 5 years to bring her home from India. Since then, they've filled her life with love, safety, and stories. But P still wants what every kid wants: someone who says hi, plays pretend, and laughs just as loud as she does. Number 9, Plastic Besties. Stefan Stroibel and Patrick Mast first connected after watching each other's episodes of Hooked on the Look. They've been close ever since, and both are deep into plastic surgery. Together, they've spent over 140,000 euros sculpting their faces into what they love. Lips, cheeks, noses, almost everything's been touched. People ask if they're transitioning. They're not. "I'm still a guy. I'm not trying to be a woman," Patrick said. "I just don't want to be boring." Stefan agrees. "We like how we look. That's what matters." They both still identify as male, but love playing with perception and breaking molds. Right now, they're prepping a podcast and shooting promo photos. One of their idols might even crash the shoot. They know the world won't always get it. They're not explaining. "We're not here to convince you," Patrick said. "We just want to look in the mirror and see something we actually like." They are not weird, but rare. Number 8, Kate and Guy. Kate is 24, just 3 feet 9 inches tall, and lives in the UK. She has achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism. Guy is 32, a marine engineer and motorbike racer. He's 5'9". They've been together for over a year. He stumbled across Kate's modeling profile and sent her a friend request. She didn't answer right away. It took 9 weeks, but eventually she replied. One date turned into many. Some friends and relatives doubted his intentions. "People assume someone like me couldn't land someone like him," Kate said. Her parents even snooped through his Facebook. "It's easy to pretend online," her mom admitted. But once they met him, the suspicion faded. He walked in, And it just felt right, her dad recalled. Kate now lives in his cottage. Together, they run her OnlyFans page. It was actually his idea. I've been creating content for 5 years. OnlyFans just monetized it. But Kate draws the line between praise and fetish. Number 7, Ronjera. When Ronjera found out she was pregnant again, she hoped, really hoped, it would be a girl. She already had 3 boys with her husband, Carlos Jr., Christian, and Cameron. She'd been waiting years to finally raise a daughter. Then came the news. Not 1 baby, but 4. Quadruplets, 2 boys, 2 girls, no fertility treatment, no medical science twist, just something rare and real that left even the doctors speechless. She gave birth to Araya, Anaya, Caden, and Carter. And just like that, the house got a lot louder. The questions came too. People asking if it was planned, if it was IVF. She laughs. If it was in the chart, the doctors would have seen it. Life now? It's a juggling act. Work, homeschooling, bottles, diaper changes, repeat. But even in the chaos, she's content. She wanted 1 girl. She got her, plus 3 more reasons to be grateful. And no, she's not trying again. That chapter's closed, with love. Number 6, Deborah. Deborah came into the world with foreshortened arms and underdeveloped hands, a condition called phosia. From childhood, her feet became her tools. Writing, brushing her hair, eating, she figured it out. There was no manual, no shortcuts, just trial, error, and stubborn grit. She met Nathan later in life, and the two clicked instantly. They understood each other on a level most never will. When Deborah learned she was pregnant, the questions came fast. Could she do this her way? The answer was yes. Not alone. Nathan stood by her. So did Michelle, her adoptive mom, who'd never failed her. Now, Deborah raises her child with power in her legs and calm in her voice. People still stare. They still whisper. But she's unfazed. Her family wasn't built around limitation. It was built through capability. There's nothing to overcome when adaptation is the default. Deborah didn't just adjust. She invented her own blueprint for life, and she lives it fully. Number 5. The girl allergic to everything. Beth was 15 when the rashes started, angry red patches out of nowhere. Then came reactions to water, stress, emotions, and smells. Even her own sweat turned into a threat. Some days she's fine. Other days, a whiff of perfume or brushing past a stranger can land her in the ICU. Chili, onions, dust, everything's a trigger. She eats the same safe meal every day. Every room has an EpiPen. Her partner, Sasha, didn't hesitate. She became the planner, the chef, the constant guardian. They prep every trip with military precision. At home, Sasha checks the air, the clothes, the soap, everything. When Beth flares up, her skin burns, and sometimes she just screams. Sasha holds her hand through it all. They've missed the messy chaos of young adulthood, but built something deeper, stronger. Beth doesn't call herself unlucky, not anymore. "I wouldn't wish this on anyone," she says. "But if I had to go through it, I'm glad it's with her." Number 4, Randolin. Randolin's Instagram exploded almost overnight, but not without backlash. Her hips, measuring 180 centimeters, stopped people mid-scroll. Some accused her of heavy editing. Others swore she'd gone under the knife, but none of that was true. "It's all natural," she said. Raised in Atlanta, Randolin always looked different. Once she started modeling, people didn't want to accept what they saw. They called her fake, extreme, even dangerous. She kept posting anyway, kept showing up. Over time, the trolls faded. Her followers grew. Now, hundreds of thousands tune in to see her do exactly one thing: be herself. No AI, no illusions, just honesty. "People are tired of filters," she said. They want real. What once brought mockery now brings brand deals. She doesn't need to justify anything. Her body does the talking. And these days, people aren't doubting. They're double tapping. So what do you think about her? Let us know. Number 3. Marty Sheedy. Marty walks with his legs crossed, not as a statement, but as survival. He was born with 2 rare conditions, arthrogryposis, which restricts joint movement, and prune belly syndrome, which left him with almost no abdominal muscles. Doctors gave him 2 years to live. Marty is now 39. His legs move in a scissor-like pattern because as a child, that's what worked. Doctors were stunned. One even gathered others to watch, saying, "I've never seen this before." But Marty didn't care for the spectacle. He just wanted to move forward. He's been carried, stared at, and mocked, but never ignored. His family calls him a walking saint. His friends say he leads with heart. Those who know him best say he never stops lifting others up. Marty doesn't hide his condition. He jokes. He tells it like it is. To the world, he may be the guy with scissor legs, but his story walks far beyond the label. All right, guys, now let's head over to number 2, Sapphire Saint. Sapphire Saint didn't want to blend in. She wanted to become unforgettable. With more than $150,000 spent on surgeries, she's transformed herself into what she calls a living Bratz doll. 7 breast augmentations, full facial reconstruction, rib removals, lip lifts, fangs. She doesn't do subtle, and she's not chasing approval. Her look is loud, polished, dramatic, and fully hers. After U.S. doctors refused to go further, she took her body to Turkey, again and again, to keep building her ideal self. Sapphire calls herself a professional bimbo, but not like an insult. For her, it's a title of power. Critics say she's gone too far. She says they haven't gone far enough. Her hallway is a shrine of her own selfies. Her life is performance, identity, branding, and control. Recovery has been brutal. Dislocations, infections, agony. But she says it was worth it. "I didn't want to be normal," she says. "I wanted to be mine." Well, she is unique. Number 1. Justin Stewart. Justin was born with frontonasal dysplasia, a condition so rare most people have never heard of it. His facial features were shaped before he took his first breath. Growing up, mirrors didn't feel like friends. Neither did most classmates. He tried to fade in, but eventually gave up the game. Now 22, he's modeling in New York. Not despite his face, but because of it. He's also a basketball coach and content creator, speaking up for people with visible differences. "I try to use my platform for people like me," he says. His last serious relationship ended a few months back. Dating's been rough. Most people don't really get what it's like living in a face that always gets second looks. Still, he's putting himself out there again. He recently agreed to a blind date with Nana, a 28-year-old fashion blogger. They don't know what to expect, but Justin's walking into it with openness, not fear. And that's more than most can say. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you very soon.